Contagion continues to spread throughout the banking industry, and although the leaders of this great country are going to stand before you and tell you that you should have nothing but confidence in the financial system, well, I'm here to tell you otherwise. Make up your own decision as to whether or not you should be confident after you know the facts. So we're going to be talking about the facts of this banking industry bailout, the banking industry fallout, and the banking industry collapse, because that is happening right now, and that is what is happening. We are seeing a collapse in the banking industry as bank after bank fails because it doesn't have your money. Let's discuss what's going on with Credit Suisse. Let's discuss what's going on with First Republic. Let's discuss what's going on with banks so you can make your decisions. Now, if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We're here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Now, look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks and crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. Super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and a $1 crypto trade gets you $5 in free crypto. And look, if you're not investing yet, picture this as a 2008 moment. If you wish you would have bought stocks in 2008, 2009, picture this as one of those moments. Now, if you guys want crypto exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you get KuCoin and Binance down there. KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders. So the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you're holding on those exchanges, consider loan to those exchanges. If you want to mitigate that risk and make it your asset, you need to hold it on a cold storage or a DeFi wallet. Credit Suisse, let's start with Credit Suisse, and then we'll go into First Republic Bank. Credit Suisse is the second largest bank in Switzerland. And everybody loves those Swiss bank accounts, right? Well, until they fail. Now, Credit Suisse has over 500, and I believe, or had over $570 billion in assets. That is a massive, massive bank. And they're failing, and, well, they did fail. They're getting bought out. So what ended up happening, why they're down 50%, and they will probably drop slightly more, is that UBS, the largest bank in Switzerland, came out, offered, I believe, $3.2 billion to purchase Credit Suisse, and that was roughly a 30% discount from the price they were trading at when they made the offer. 90% discount from last week, basically a 99% discount from a couple years ago. Massive losses taking place there, and UBS now becoming exceedingly the largest bank, as the largest bank swallowed up the second largest. So Switzerland, they've got their problems. Those Swiss bank accounts are no longer, ideal. The United States falling in flames as well. Now, let's discuss what's going on. Well, first of all, they claim Credit Suisse failed because one of the largest banks in Saudi Arabia, refused to buy any more shares. They're sitting in a 9.8% equity stake, and as soon as you go over 10%, there's a lot of regulatory red tape and problems that proceed with that. So they decided, no, we're not buying any more shares, and because of that, they crashed and burned. Now, let's discuss FRC stock, or First Republic Bank of San Francisco. It is also in crisis mode despite coordinated efforts by large banks to stabilize its finances and the government's guarantee of deposits in 2 failed banks earlier this month. With Signature Bank and Silicon Valley Bank going down and the government offering unlimited insurance on those deposits, San Francisco's First Republic Bank is still in trouble. Now, shares fell more than 45%. At the time I'm doing this video, they're sitting at $12.40, and they have been down to as much as $11 and I believe 50 cents. Massive declines of nearly 50% on the day because they too are in trouble. Now, to put some of these numbers into perspective here, let's see. $70 billion, billion, not million, in deposits have been withdrawn or moved just since last week. Since Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, $70 billion of the 200, and I believe I looked earlier, $12 billion that FRC or First Republic Bank had under management. Gone. Withdrawn and moved to other banks. Now here's the interesting thing. Where is that money moving? Larger banks. JP Morgan, Bank of America, and so on. Why? Because they are too big to fail. You guys have heard that one before, right? Well, here's the weird thing, okay? JP Morgan and Bank of America banded together on last Thursday and announced a $30 billion deposit. So if you're withdrawing your money from FRC and you're depositing your money into JP Morgan or Bank of America, you know what JP Morgan and Bank of America are doing with your money? They're depositing it right back into FRC or First Republic Bank in hopes to save the bank. Because if you withdraw your money, the Ponzi scheme is revealed. They can't pay their bills. They don't have the inflow to support their fake outflow. And everything gets revealed for the scam that it is. So, Bank of America and JP Morgan among the top banks supporting First Republic Bank. Now, it says, but over the long term, the bank is still very far from safe, especially after multiple rating agencies, including Fitch, Moody's, and S&P, issued negative credit ratings for the bank over the last week. It is wild what is happening right here now, guys. So, it goes on to say some economists are saying what people are doing right now is probably not rational, but totally understandable. Withdrawing your money from these smaller regional banks and putting them in the largest banks because you believe they are too big to fail. Let's talk about some more numbers down here to show you how bad the entire banking industry is doing right now. But the coming days and weeks are likely to be shaky for First Republic and for other small and regional banks. In the meantime, banks are scrambling. This includes your bank. Banks are scrambling to shore up their reserves. Last week, banks borrowed a record $152 billion through the Federal Reserve's discount window, a tool that banks can access for short-term and last resort loans if they run low on cash. The week before, banks borrowed around $4.6 billion. And to put that number in perspective, the previous record was $111 billion borrowed during the 2008 financial crisis. We are absolutely at those levels right now. Actually, we are exceeding those levels by great amounts. 152 compared to 111 is a far excession of that number. And when you were talking billions, hundreds of billions of dollars being borrowed by banks because they don't have your money, how can we remain confident? How can we listen to you, Joe? How can we listen to you, Janet? How can we listen to you, Jerome? When you tell us to remain confident, yet our banks are blowing up and catching fire left and right. There's going to be a lot of turmoil that takes place in the financial sector. Here's one thing that I know. You've got an opportunity at your hand. An opportunity to play the victim or an opportunity to take advantage of the opportunity. Now, what do I mean by that? At the beginning of the video, I told you, we are living through another 2008 financial crisis. Potentially going to get much worse. But if you ever thought to yourself, I wish I would have began buying stocks in 2008. I wish my great-grandparents would have invested through the Great Depression. Can you imagine how well off we would be right now if we just took the chance? We are being provided that chance once again. Two outcomes and only two outcomes are possible. One, the United States crashes and burns. Nobody cares about money at that point anyway. Or two, we recover, we bounce, we innovate, and we grow. The same as we have done since this nation was founded. You take the chance. Both outcomes favor the bold. I want to know what you guys think right now. The banking system is probably going to get worse before it gets better. Let me know your thoughts. And of course, if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. ClayBro883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance, free Discord. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.